Yesterday, Anthropic published a new paper claiming it found a bizarre global workspace hidden deep inside the brain of Claude, a place the model quietly thinks about things before it says them out loud. And that's kind of weird because it almost sounds like a description of consciousness, that one thing we humans all have, but that nobody really understands. The paper is called a Global Workspace and Language Models and is the most philosophically cursed research paper ever published by a company that just so happens to also sell API tokens. They claim that buried deep inside Claude's incomprehensible pile of matrices is a small, mysterious set of organized neural patterns they call the J-space. Conveniently, this pushes the narrative forward that we're on the brink of artificial general intelligence and the final climactic explosion of the singularity, but not everyone is buying it. In today's video, we'll take a look inside Claude's weird brain to find out if it is a truly intelligent entity that should terrify you. It is July 8th, 2026, and you're watching the Code Report. So here's the gist of what happened. Anthropic researchers reached into Claude's brain and found the exact spot where it keeps its private thoughts. Then they swapped one of those thoughts for a different one, and then as expected, the model's entire chain of reasoning obediently followed the lie. Then for science, they just deleted the region entirely, and surprisingly, Claude kept speaking in fluent, confident English while completely losing the ability to reason, essentially becoming the first artificial LinkedIn influencer. The reason that's surprising is because the J-space is kind of like a mental whiteboard holding a handful of thoughts the model can deliberately control and reason with, while everything else, like grammar, fluency, and basic fact recall, runs outside of it. It's an automatic process, the same way your brain manages your breathing and heart rate while you watch this video. But the most important surprise is that nobody designed this. It emerged on its own through training. And that's weirdly similar to our current understanding of how we process thoughts in our own brains. Because if we go back to 1988, this guy named Bernard Bars proposed something called the Global Workspace Theory, where the idea is that your brain is a theater. Your brain has all these different memories and functions that run automatically in the background, but when you're actually thinking, you have one small brightly lit stage, and that's where you access consciousness. And now Anthropic is wondering, did a stage like that spontaneously evolve inside a transformer? Well, to find out, they created a tool called the Jacobian lens, or J-lens, which is basically just a grid of partial derivatives that can view and modify the tokens in the J-space.